Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, August 18th, 2022. This morning, I'd like to share with you Psalm 30. I will exalt you, O Lord, because you have lifted me up and have not let my enemies triumph over me. O Lord my God, I cried out to you, and you restored me to health. You brought me up, O Lord, from the dead. You restored my life as I was going down to the grave. Sing to the Lord, you servants of his. Give thanks for the remembrance of his holiness. For his wrath endures but the twinkling of an eye, his favor for a lifetime. Weeping may spend the night, but joy comes in the morning. While I felt secure, I said, I shall never be disturbed. You, Lord, with your favor made me as strong as the mountains. Then you hid your face, and I was filled with fear. I cried to you, O Lord. I pleaded with the Lord, saying, What profit is there in my blood if I go down to the pit? Will the dust praise you or declare your faithfulness? Hear, O Lord, and have mercy upon me. O Lord, be my helper. You have turned my wailing into dancing. You have put off my sackcloth and clothed me with joy. Therefore my heart sings to you without ceasing. O Lord my God, I will give you thanks forever. It's interesting, Psalm 30, it starts with a praising of God, but then it goes into the fact that there are times in our life that we go through weeping. It says in verse 6, weeping may spend the night. And we have times that we feel helpless, we feel abandoned by God. There's that darkness of the night. But it goes on to say, but joy comes in the morning. We know that, yes, there's nighttime, but then there's always the light of the dawn and the new day. And within that, there's a promise that although we go through deep and dark times, sad times, times of crying, times of depression and sadness, there is the light of the new day. And it's a promise that God is present with us. We may not always feel God's presence, but God is present. And then there are those times that we know in our heart that God truly is present, and we hold on to that. You hid your face, the psalmist says, and I was filled with fear. I cried to you, O Lord. I pleaded with my Lord, saying, what profit is it if I'm destroyed? But then it goes on in verse 12, you turned my wailing into dancing. So God promises to help us. God promises to be with us through all types of situations. Again, it's usually we who don't feel God's presence. It's not that God has abandoned us, but when we are in the middle of some of our hardest times in life, we don't feel God's presence. But this psalm reassures us that God is with us. He will turn our wailing into dancing. He'll take off our sackcloth, that image, Old Testament image of mourning and distress, and clothed me with joy. Therefore my heart sings to you without ceasing. O Lord my God, I will give thanks forever. So have a great day. Oh, good morning, Maureen. Nice to see you from Barrie, Ontario. Have a great day, everyone. And let's finish with a prayer. God our Father, glorious in giving and restoring life, do not hide your face from your people overcome with loneliness and fear. Turn our mourning into dancing and raise us up with your Son, that we may rejoice in your presence forever. Have a great week, everyone, and we'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.